Welcome to the fifth tutorial for flexible urban modeling, and in this tutorial we'll be covering how to use Forest Pack Lite to scatter trees along your landscapes and terrain. So to start off with, you're going to want to download the Forest Pack Lite plugin from their website. You'll have to sign up. This is not as good as the Pro version, as you can only use it on flat surfaces, but for the purposes of this tutorial it should be fine. With it installed, you can see that Forest Pack has created an icon on your 3ds Max toolbar. So to start us off, let's draw some splines. So let's just do this. Yep. And then let's do another one, which we'll use for. So we're going to use one to generate grass, and we're going to use one to generate trees, just to see what both of them do. Okay. So we can hit the Forest Pack button, and then click Forest Lite, and then we're gonna have to select a grass to use. So just for this, we might just use unkept lawn, and then it's simply a matter of selecting the spline you want to use. So we're going to use this one. Yep. And then as you can see, Forest Pack has scattered a lawn across our spline. And then we can start using the other spline to generate trees. So if we go back to our library, go to 3D, and let's pick the starter library trees, import that. Then we choose this spline. Yes. Now we can see trees generated along this. And this is where the fun kind of begins, because we can now go into forest and start playing with some of the parameters. So once we're here, we can start changing some of the distribution patterns. So if we look at our distribution patterns of our trees right now, if we go change to patches free, for example, you can see the threads start to change, and then you can also play with the amount of minutes and how far these will spread out, which is quite interesting. The problem now is that these trees are all the same and set out in a linear fashion, but we can make them a bit more interesting if you go to the transform tab and you actually enable the rotation, scale, and even translation. So what you can see is it has now rotated some of these trees, made some bigger, and shifted some to the side. So there's a bit more variety, makes it a bit more interesting. And the final part, we can add more geometry to it by adding this and then selecting another tree or perhaps a flower from here. And yeah, that should be about it. So